You have to watch this before your next flight. The Boeing Company is the world's largest aerospace manufacturer.
Did Boeing kill your daughter?
Yeah, they're murderers.
Most of the world's population have flown on their commercial jets.
Passengers across the world fly in these planes every day. Should they be thinking twice before boarding a Boeing jet?
I think so.
However, the company has been thrust into a crisis that continues to worsen.
All 189 passengers are feared dead.
Boeing faces a lot of safety questions this morning because this is the second crash in just 5 months.
The turmoil began a few months after a video surfaced showing a Boeing aircraft flying with a gaping hole in its side.
Yes, we are emergency. We are depressurized. We do need to return back to. We have 177 passengers.
Soon after, former Boeing employee John Barnett, who had been supplying evidence for a whistleblower lawsuit against the company, died by apparent suicide.
From day one, it's just all been about schedule and hurry up and just get it done, push the planes out, we're behind schedule.
Barnett, who failed to appear for a scheduled deposition, was later found dead in his truck in a parking lot. The coroner's office reported that he had died from what appears to be a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
A close family friend of Barnett says he predicted he might wind up dead, that a story could surface that he killed himself, but he told her, don't believe it.
Just a few months later, another Boeing whistleblower by the name of Joshua Dean would also lose his life. These incidents added to the cloud of controversy surrounding Boeing, already notorious for an engineering flaw in its 737 MAX aircraft.
I trust the machine. I do not trust the people who provided it to me.
This flaw caused 2 brand new planes to enter uncontrollable nosedives, resulting in the deaths of all 346 passengers on board. The crisis began when Boeing, in a cost-saving move, installed software known as MCAS in its 737 MAX aircraft without adequately informing or training pilots.
We shouldn't expect pilots to have to compensate for flawed design.
Tragically, the flawed system led directly to the fatal crashes.
Boeing came to my office shortly after these crashes and said they were the result of pilot error. Those pilots never had a chance.
Months after the disasters, Barnett alleged that workers at one Boeing factory had been deliberately installing faulty parts to meet production deadlines, and that oxygen masks had a 1 in 4 chance of failing during emergencies.
And the bottom line here is the 737 MAX is safe, and the safety is a core value for us at Boeing. It always has been.
He claimed to have reported these issues to Boeing managers and the FAA, but no action was taken.
We need to figure out exactly what happened, not after all the hearings, not after the pressure, but because 346 people have died and we don't want another person to die.
Boeing denied his allegations.
We understand the gravity, and we're committed to moving forward with transparency and accountability.
The aftermath left 346 grieving families and a tarnished reputation.
I did not only lost my daughter, I lost my past, my today, my future.
While there had been reports of technical problems, no major incidents occurred after the 2019 crash until January 2020, when an Alaska Airlines flight experienced a door plug blowout shortly after takeoff. Miraculously, all 171 passengers and 6 crew members survived.
Please stay in your seats with your seatbelt securely fastened until you are told to stand up. Thank you.
An investigation revealed that 4 bolts had been missing from the door, a fault attributed to Boeing.
That door was really not doing its job in keeping the pressure inside of the fuselage.
While cases against Boeing continue to stack up, whistleblowers continue to expose their toxic company culture in their quest for profit.
I was finding anywhere from 100 to 200 defects.
Not properly installed hydraulic fittings for the hydraulic system, loose hardware on gear rotary actuator for the flap system.
Not only was quality compromised, but employees were silenced.
We've had multiple whistleblowers come before this committee and allege that Boeing is cutting every possible corner on quality and safety, not just in the past, but now. They've alleged that when they raised quality issues and concerns, they were reassigned, they were retaliated against, they were physically threatened. That doesn't sound like attention to quality to me.
In fact, Boeing's CEO admitted during congressional testimony that the company does retaliate against whistleblowers.
How many of your employees have been fired for retaliating against whistleblowers?
Senator, I don't have that number on the tip of my tongue, but I know it. I know it happens. I know it happens.
If Boeing manages to survive this, it will take years to rebuild trust and repair the damage it has caused.